What is up, everybody? My name is Brandon Simeone, and this is the first episode of 14 Talk RingSide. It's going to be basically a pilot episode of me spewing out wrestling news, and of course, like always, when I do these type of shows, I'm not here alone. I'm here with the host of Genocidal Talk and Let's Talk Controversy on Facebook, soon to be coming to YouTube, Franklin Helliger.
What's up, guys? I'd like to put my opinions out there. Very controversial. Stay tuned to this. It's going to be great.
And also on this show too, we will be citing some controversial stuff and also some just basic stuff, basic wrestling news, everything that piques my personal interest or our personal interest that we want to put in our 2 cents about. Anyway, we're going to start off now with something kind of more recent, and it's more local wrestling news from where we live. Staten Island wrestler by the name of Rude Boy Riley. Sorry.
He's very famous on the island.
He's very famous on the island and in the Northeast.
Yep.
Was just pled guilty to possession of child pornography.
It was 20 counts to be exact.
20 counts of child pornography. He got arrested for this back in, I believe, May.
No, March
March?
year. Yeah, March last
Oh,
year.
yeah.
Actually, legitimately, today was 1 day removed from the year that he got arrested.
Yeah. Just like right around the same time I met up with you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Mm-hmm.
So me and him have a weird kindred connection.
No,
Weird as that sound.
Not at all. Not even close. Not even close.
Alright. Anyway, he got charged with 20 counts of owning child pornography. He pled guilty, so
he's being charged as it's being taken care of as a felony. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's a felony. It's going to be treated as a felony. But for a lot of people, and this is a lot of controversy behind it as well, because the owner of Warriors of Wrestling. I'm not going to say his name because
the owners of the promotion that he was mostly attached to.
Yeah, that's where he was mostly working out of. The owner was friends with him for 10 years, and this is a fact. I'm not misconstruing anything, so if he gets mad and butthurt, fuck him. He was friends with Rude Boy Riley for 10 years and had him train and everything, put his whole entire life to wrestling. He was even almost close to almost close to getting signed with the WWE. That's how.
And multiple other companies.
Yeah, a lot of other companies. That's how bad they wanted him. He was a really good worker.
I kind of also read somewhere that he was at one point at interest from New Japan, which that's a stretch. I mean, but that's something I
wouldn't put it past him.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Because look at his matches. His matches are incredible. He could put on a show. He can work that ring.
I mean, yeah, but
his personal life is not so
great. His personal life's not so great, no. And it's kind of hard in nowadays with social media and people getting so close to fans and people sharing so much of their lives on the internet and how quickly things could spread. It's kind of hard for him to probably ever escape this.
I mean, he's not going to prison. He's not going to jail.
He's not going to prison, which is a good thing. I mean, that's good for him. But he's getting probation, and I believe
5 days in jail.
So yeah, technically he's doing something.
He's not doing prison. He's doing jail. Yeah. Prison and jail are two different places.
So most likely, he's going like Rikers or something.
No.
If he goes to Rikers, he's not coming out there. Okay.
No, I don't think he's gonna go to Rikers.
I don't know where he's going, but anyway,
he's doing 5 days though.
He's doing 5 days. I don't know if he has to file as a sex offender.
He does. I read the reports.
So that's going to be a hard uphill battle for him, especially if he wants to keep doing this wrestling thing. Especially if he wants to keep wrestling in a ring.
No, and I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is no offense to him. His wrestling skills are incredible. His promos are incredible. He's not gonna get hired.
He's not
really.
No.
Because of this.
Because of this.
I mean, I want to work with him. He seems like a really cool dude.
He seems like a nice person. I mean, I've never met him.
Okay. I think he's really dope in the ring. So I like to work with people who are really cool in the ring. I don't care about your personal life.
Yeah.
This could be classified as a mental disability.
Yes.
And I agree. Again, mental disabilities go as far to have an extreme fixation on things.
I mean, if he can, as my whole thing is this, he just had pictures. Okay, I can respect that. As far as we know, we don't know, and I'm positive he probably would have come out and said it because he would feel so bad about it. He didn't touch anybody. He didn't touch any kids, which is a good thing. Maybe he can get through this with enough time, effort, doing some rehabilitation, some therapy. He could get the whole sex offender thing taken away. It's possible.
It's not gonna be wiped clean off his.
It's not gonna be wiped clean off his
record.
record, but like he can get him like lifted or have a little more of a stretch of what he can do. It is possible.
It is possible, man. I wouldn't put it past him.
But that
His
takes
wrestling
years.
career is probably gonna be.
Oh no, yeah, his wrestling career is done.
I think it's not done. I would just say it's gonna have to take a long setback, like in the back seat of a car.
Look, training, that's always the thing. You can always train.
No, once you're training, you're not gonna just want to train. You're gonna want to work in the ring.
And legally, there's no way you can do that.
No, he can. He can.
Yes, if people want to take that much of a chance.
As long as he's supervised.
As long as he's
he's not, and he's getting the help he needs, there should be no problem.
Yeah, but again, you know how people are nowadays. They don't care.
People are just stupid. Yeah. I don't judge a man off of his personal life unless he really did touch kids.
Then no, there's no coming back.
Then there's no coming back.
Then you deserve to rot in a hole and die.
I mean, I don't want to say all that. Again, mental disability is a thing.
But dude, you touched a kid. That's
all right.
That's something.
But people kill themselves over depression. People get pissed off about that as well.
But boy, that's a little kid. That's innocence.
That's
innocence right there.
Doesn't matter. It's a mental disability.
It's a mental disability, boy. But
mental disability, you have a type of fixation on things. People
who
are depressed, they're fixated on dying. They want to die. I'm not even trying to make that as a joke or a meme. Like literally, yeah.
I mean, look, I can understand that stuff, but dude, touching a kid, that's something I believe you should be. You should just get shot. You should just get shot and died.
A lot of people do it, and it's a mental disability. It's something that it's not abnormal because it's a mental disability. It's just that how we classify it.
But But all right. We're not getting into this whole conversation.
No, but ask a question before we end this.
All right, before we end this off, there's something because it was based around because I watch a lot of that Lone War SVU crap.
Okay.
And a lot of it is based off of true shit. I have read real stories about this where there are child molesters who want it to be okay with that. Do you think it should be allowed as an okay thing in the world?
What?
Child molestation.
No.
That there shouldn't be like a charge for it.
Of course not. No.
All right.
Of course not.
That's all.
I just want, before we end this off, I just want to wish Rude Boy Riley nothing but the best. This is, I want you, not even if you don't have a problem, I just want you to seek some kind of professional help.
I think that he should.
This.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying therapy helps no matter what.
I mean, he did fuck up by posting those pictures on Tumblr. So again, just we're not saying it's a bad thing. Just seek the help.
Just go seek help. Go talk to somebody. This is obviously showing that you've had some demons, and it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt.
We're not gonna bash you like Mr. Fuckface at Warriors.
Look, as long as you get the help you need, you're
okay in my book, regardless.
Yeah.
You're okay
as long as you go get help. That's all
get your book. Yeah, just go get your help.
Yeah. All right. So passing over that, we'll get on to actually something I think is a lot more grimmer and a little darker. This past week on Impact, you want to take over this? It's more UFC.
So Eddie Edwards had a bad time.
Yeah, two wrestlers that I've heard names for. I've never watched them wrestle. Eddie Edwards and Sami Callihan. I heard
two of the greatest workers in TNA today.
I know Sami Callihan, I think, was in Combat Zone Wrestling for a little while. Yeah, that's why I think I remember hearing at one point in like a documentary I watched about them.
Yeah.
But I've heard their names. I've never seen them wrestle, and yeah, this is not a good match to start off with. We'll skip over the whole match in general because it wasn't that great to begin with.
No. It was phenomenal. It was fine. It was perfect. It was perfectly fine for Impact. For Impact standards. Because their marketing after 2006 wasn't the best marketing. They literally had Goldust there to be Black Rain, and he no-showed events, and he went back to the WWE.
Also, yeah, drug problem, I think, at that time, too, still.
Yeah, he did. A lot.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a lot of good talents, and a lot of them
was just, I'm not being mean, XWE stars were either who needed money or had drug problems. It's kind of not, you can't defend that.
No.
You can't defend them on that part.
Rob Van Dam wasn't classified as a drug addict.
I mean, he smokes pot.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does, bro.
He came out in an interview and said no, he doesn't.
He smokes weed on it.
He tries.
Bro.
It's just a running joke from then on.
No, it's not.
Yes,
He's a known pothead.
He's not a known pothead. He just smoked pot one time and he got caught.
And Sabu's still a fucking drug
Sabu,
fiend.
he needs help. He needs a hell of a lot of help.
Also from Staten Island. Interesting
Sabu,
fact.
I think anybody that comes out of Staten Island needs help.
Wow, thanks.
You need help. I need help. We all need help. We all need some kind of help.
Anyway, getting back to Eddie Edwards thing, the match in his opinion was good. I thought it was alright.
He just got busted open.
Alright, so leading up to this, there was something they were trying to do.
It was a spot
that they were trying to do with a folding chair, which wasn't even actually, I found out this wasn't a metal folding chair. It was like one of those cheap-ass plastic ones. Yeah. So you know, even if the spot
he had a bad time,
it wasn't going to end good.
He had a bad time.
So what they were trying to do is Eddie Edwards was laying down on the canvas in the ring, and Sami Callihan grabbed the chair, not placing it down flat on his chest, opening it up, sitting it on top of him, which, well, didn't he already look good? I don't know what, I guess he was trying to hit the chair? Was going to be his end goal on this?
Yeah.
Was just hitting the chair as it was opening up?
It was supposed to hit the chair, that was the spot.
And it kind of looked like, and you see Eddie Edwards trying to move the chair because it was falling off of him. He goes to grab the bat, and he doesn't do like the whole theatrics where he swings it up and swings it down. No, it's like a quick boom. It grazes the edge of the seat and bashes Eddie Edwards in his orbital socket. In his eye.
He had a bad time.
So he broke his, from what report I read, his orbital socket and his nose. Yes, and his cheek.
And his cheek was busted.
And he's very lucky he didn't go permanently blind.
No, he went temporarily.
Temporarily blind.
Yeah, temporarily blind.
Which is a known thing if you even break your orbital socket. You'll go temporarily blind.
I never knew that. I never broke anything in my
body. I don't know how severe it is to where he needs surgery.
No, he needs surgery.
So he's going to have a plate in his eye.
Yeah.
That's going to suck.
His wrestling career is not over.
It's not over because what's his name? Vader had a plate in his eye.
Yeah, he just needs.
But just pointing right now, I have had eye surgery on a lighter scale where they just had to cut out some muscle in my eye. Bro, that's gonna be painful as fuck.
Well, they're gonna obviously knock him out.
Yeah, no, they're gonna knock you out. But just pointing out right now, once you get out, you cannot look at light for about a good week. You have to be in complete darkness. You gotta be an emo fuck.
You're going to have to have eye patch.
I'm positive for a fact, because everyone's like, oh, he's a heel. He's playing up the fact what he did he was okay with. I'm positive for a fact. After he did this, he ran back there. He's like, bro, I am so sorry. This did not meant to go this way.
No.
I'm pretty sure he felt bad. Come on, he had to have felt bad.
No. Some wrestlers, I can tell you this one, some wrestlers will purposely fuck your career up just because.
But, dude, I'm positive to a degree he had to feel a little bad. Because this probably he didn't mean it to go that way.
In his case, probably not.
No.
But in other cases, you've seen where wrestlers have gotten.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen it, bro. I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like you don't ignore
But
that.
Again,
Eddie Edwards, we wish you a speedy recovery.
Yeah,
Speedy
recovery, please get better. There was a lot of blood. A lot of blood.
You bash out somebody's eye socket. I mean, like.
Yeah, I know that.
There's gonna be a lot of blood.
Shit!
That's like Eddie Guerrero That's like Eddie Guerrero when he made that deep incision in his forehead. There was a lot of blood, a lot of bad times.
Like Jesus God, dude, that was like I cringed. Like
I don't know how bad that was between Eddie Edwards and Eddie Guerrero. I don't know which one was better or worse.
I mean, dude,
bleeding out the eye socket though is pretty bad.
I mean, he kind of bled underneath more, so in the eye socket. It kind of was like right here. From seeing it?
Yeah, his eyes must have been pushed in.
Oh, yeah, no. His eye definitely was pushed in and kind of drooping down.
Oh, jeez, fuck.
So I don't know if he had to have emergency surgery.
Yeah, of course.
Because that could really fuck your day up. Because especially if that eye is too loose for too long, especially with a broken orbital socket, dude, you're talking about pieces of bone, sharp piece of bone hitting into your eye, and there's no fixing that. You go blind.
So he had a bad time.
Yeah, we wish you a speedy recovery. On another person...
Just do promos, that's all.
Just do promos. Please don't get back in the ring. And Impact...
And if you get in the ring, just do promos.
And Impact, for the love of Christ, please don't make them do any bumps or anything like that. I know you guys are not being mean desperate for shit right now, which could also lead into something else. But please just let this man recover as long as he needs to. And give him a little bit more time too, because god damn it, from what I've heard and from what I read online, he's one of your best wrestlers.
Yeah.
So please treat him right. Anyway, getting back to somebody who won't need actually a long time to recover than what people thought. Rey Mysterio. I think last Friday,
Boyaka, Mr. 619.
Mr. Rey Mysterio, who had a phenomenal, basically, comeback, or one-shot comeback in the WWE. He looks fucking amazing, by the way. I don't like his new tattoos. It's the only thing I don't like.
I never saw his new tattoos.
You didn't see his Royal Rumble thing?
Nah, I didn't see it.
He has, like, instead of just having the Falcons,
Yeah.
he has something covering them up. No.
Oh, that's cool. That's
perfect. It's kind of cool. It kind of looks like a tribal-esque thing. But anyway, after that amazing showing, you know, people kept speculating, oh, when is he going to come back? When is he going to come back? Of course, there were rumors about it. In a Northeastern wrestling promotion, he was doing a match, and he tore his bicep. His left bicep, to be precise. And everyone was terrified. There were news reports going out that WWE scrapped him from ever returning. Those were obviously fake and false. People were worried about because he was supposed to have a match in New Japan, not in Japan, in their California show that they're having to promote their new dojo called Strong Style Evolved with the legendary Jujin Thunder Liger, which I can't wait for that. People thought that was scrapped because he tore his bicep. Apparently, recent reports now that literally I heard about today stating that it's not that serious and it will take probably up to only 3 weeks for him to heal.
Rey Mysterio, you're lucky.
Very lucky.
Biceps injuries are not easy to take care of.
No, but there are, I mean, depending on how bad you...
Once you tear something, you tear
I mean, I give him, yeah, but again, it's on how severe the tear is. Because I've torn ligaments and...
Once you tear ligaments, it's like you're fucked. It's pretty
as long as you change the way you do shit. I mean, from reports from a recent podcast he did with Edge and Christian, he said he's cut back a lot on what he used to do, and he's told people, the younger luchadors and stuff, go easy in the ring. If you want longevity and you idolize, because he said like he's had guys even when he went back to WWE, he had guys like not Jujin Thunder Liger, what's his name?
That tiger-looking mask guy.
Yeah, that guy. I can't
stand that guy.
He's really good.
He's alright.
Him, I can't remember his name, sorry. Grand Metalik and Kalisto, you know, he went up to all of them and said, guys, you idolize me, then do what I do. Do not put it all out there. Because look at him. He's 46, and he's still going. Pretty well, in fact.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, in my opinion, better than he at one point when he used to do.
I wouldn't say that.
He looks a lot healthier though.
He looks a lot healthier. I'll give him that, but I wouldn't say that he looked a lot better in the ring.
He was really fast when he was in the Royal Rumble.
I really miss the old Ray. The old Ray I miss.
Well, that's back when he was like what, 20 years young.
Yeah, I mean, I missed that. I missed the whole him springing out and jumping and.
He could still throw out one of those every once in a while. He just can't do it that much.
I want him to do it every single time he comes out.
That is how your career is shortened.
That's how I imagine when I see Rey Mysterio.
But that's what everyone thinks of when you see him.
I don't see Rey Mysterio doing this whole touching the ramp and explosion. I see him jumping and exploding.
Yeah.
That's like taking Eddie Guerrero out of the lowrider and just saying, "Hey, just walk down the ramp."
I mean, he did that. He did that from time to time.
And it didn't look right. That's why he went back.
The lowrider is expensive. You know how expensive it is to carry a car?
That's his personal lowrider.
No, but you know how expensive the car has to... You know how expensive is the company who had to pay for to have that towed around? The company has to pay for that.
They don't tow it around. He drives it.
He doesn't drive that shit from town to town.
That's his personal car.
But, bro, he never drove it from town to town. Very rarely.
You don't know that.
Dude, a lot of the places they went to was, like, snowing outside. You really think he...
All right. I'll give you that one.
Dude, are you kidding me?
I mean, he had a minivan for a lowrider. See, there you go.
Anyway, yeah, so people think, like, oh, this shit's going to be scrapped. When do you think he's going to be in the WB? Because I know he has to do this thing with Japan.
So, John Cena looking for an opponent is a thing.
I don't want him wrestling Rey Mysterio because, for the love of God, John Cena, if you do...
No. That rematch is long overdue.
If it's for the WWE title, yes.
No, fuck the WWE title. At this point, fuck WWE titles. That rematch is long over. John Cena purposely in one night buried
Rey Mysterio.
A small machismo.
A man who's been wrestling a lot longer than he will ever. Who I believe is more respected then he'll ever be respected. Because then again, he was trained by the great Rey Mysterio Sr., his uncle.
And he was working with the Guerreros.
So he has longevity. And also his work in AAA was amazing.
Until that incident.
We're not talking about that incident.
That incident.
The incident. But then again...
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault, no.
It wasn't his fault.
But anyway, people stop worrying. Rey Mysterio is going to have his match with Juju Thunder Liger. He most likely will come back to WWE because he said he wants to. He just doesn't want to come back full time.
He reminds me of Dave Bautista.
But he has a right to ask for less time. Come on, he kind of does.
Why?
He's been wrestling for years.
So what? Well, not Dave. All right.
He's been wrestling since 90 in America since 93. In America since 93.
I mean, Juventud was wrestling around that time too. I mean, you don't see him complaining. The juice. Can you smell what the juice is cooking?
Shut up.
That's literally his catchphrase.
I know.
It's hilarious. He sucks.
But then again, and also, he takes, when he does his bookings out on the indie scene, he doesn't do a lot. He really doesn't.
He did WCPW.
No, but he does, but he doesn't do, I'm going to do a match every week. He does a match every 2 3 weeks.
He was on Lucha Underground.
Yeah,
but that's a weekly episodic thing.
But Lucha Underground's pre-taped.
Still weekly episodic.
Yeah, but they film 4 or 5 episodes in 2 weeks. In a day, actually.
There you go.
So. But then they,
See? You see? Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, but that was a spot thing. He did that for 1 season. He was on 1 season.
I thought it was 2.
No, 1.
I thought it was at least 2.
No, when Lucha Underground does their contracts, until all the episodes air, you can't do other shit.
That's crazy.
That's why Ricochet had so many problems with them. Because Ricochet was Prince Puma.
Oh.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Really?
I did not know that.
You know that man has that tattoo? Wow, really?
I did not know that.
That's how I found out who Ricochet was.
I did not pay attention to Lucha Underground. Johnny Mundo is the only thing
It's very underrated.
It is very underrated. They got this retarded not retarded black guy. This retarded big fucking thing looking like Abyss kind of guy.
That big ass dude?
Yeah,
that champion?
That fucking guy.
I don't like him.
Yeah, he's a rip.
I like the fact that the storylines with
No, I don't like the storylines with you then. I like
the story. I like the way they do stuff, like the way they try to. It's different. It's different. That's what you gotta give them credit. They do something different.
I will give them that.
They do something different that nobody does. So that's different. There's that.
I don't like their champion. I don't know if she's a champion now, but when she was
Sexy
a champion,
Star?
I hate her.
What about that? The weird the trios tag team they put together with Ivelisse.
Cool. That is cool.
Son of Havoc, whose real name is Mike Cross.
Yeah.
Underrated as hell. That guy deserves to be in WWE.
I don't know.
He'd be great in the cruiserweight division.
I don't want to say that. He looks too big.
No, he's not. He's actually 180.
He's 180.
He looks
stature.
big.
Yeah, his stature.
He's stocky.
Big. He's a stocky fuck. No.
So who cares? Well, what's his name? Is stocky?
Who?
Not Sean. What's the black guy in there? Not to be racist. I'm sorry. I just can't think of his name. Oh, what's his name? He does lumbar check. Finisher. He was the #1 contender for the title.
Cedric Alexander.
Yeah, he's a stocky dude.
Well, he's not compared when he was first. Yes, debuting. Yes.
Yeah, he was stocky as hell. No, now he's leaned up.
Yeah,
now he leaned up. Yeah. So he had to drop 20 pounds for that. Anyway, we got a little bit off topic.
John Cena needs an opponent for WrestleMania, so it's between Rey Mysterio and Undertaker.
Or Samoa Joe if he gets back fast enough, which honestly would be good.
I mean, you have a better chance of telling. Which, by the way, you did not mention this, and I'm actually pretty upset with you. You said, Mr. Journalist.
Mr. Journalist.
Jeff Hardy got cleared.
I was going to get into that.
Jeff Hardy got cleared. John Cena versus Jeff Hardy.
That's not happening because...
That would be cool, though.
Before we get to that, that would be cool, because honestly, I would love Jeff Hardy.
I would love to see High Fly versus,
And they've wrestled before. Have they not?
No.
Yeah, they have.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
They've wrestled before.
When?
This is 2006.
Name the episode. I'll watch it.
I'm pretty sure they wrestled.
No.
The Undertaker versus John Cena needs to happen, though.
No. Yes and no.
All right.
Yes to end the streak and finally retire the fucking old fuck.
No, not end the streak. Just retire. Just have him go out.
Well, I mean, the streak already ended.
All right, the streak already ended twice.
Technically once. Because Undertaker never technically signed that contract
on
screen. So
he signed it by stabbing him. He signed it with his blood. He signed it with Brock Lesnar's blood.
That's technically...
And stamped it with the freaking legitimacy of a chokeslam onto a table. That is a WWE signature.
Technically, by legal standpoint, no.
In WWE legal standpoint.
Yeah, because it's on screen, technically.
Legally, a contract doesn't say a giant name.
Well, technically, again, he only lost the streak once. Technically.
Again,
on screen,
I don't... Okay, look. Getting to this real quick.
If we could get Undertaker to retire...
He did!
No.
Don't make this man
okay, look. I'm going to throw this out there, and this is something you also did not know. Undertaker was actually spotted in the gym working out.
No, I was going to point this out. Michelle McCool, I love you. You're a great woman. You are a bitch for teasing people like this. Because what if he doesn't come back? He could just want to be keeping in shape. Think about this.
I mean, Mick Foley's not doing the same thing that Undertaker did, and he had a hip replacement surgery.
He had double hip replacement surgery.
You go.
There's a difference. Double.
Two.
But he knows his limits.
He knows
kind
his
of.
limits. No, he does not. This man fell off a Hell in a Cell.
But that was years ago. And you know what's upsetting? They're both younger than my mother. And my father.
And he has a walking, whole entire fucking pain.
And what's the Undertaker was working with a bad hip. When he did that match.
So did Mick Foley.
No, but Mick
Foley was working and he was
walking. Recently.
Okay.
And he did fucking the biggest shit. He took how many spears from fucking, what's his name?
Roman Reigns?
Like 4 or 5.
I mean...
But I like that, because you know why? I kind of like that, because it's kind of like him saying in the match, I'm not done yet. You're going to have to and you can kind of see it in the storytelling. Roman Reigns really didn't want to have this match. He really did it. You could tell the pain in his eyes, like, please don't make me do this.
There was more wrestlers.
He didn't want to do it.
There are wrestlers that were more qualified to take Undertaker's streak. John Cena.
No, Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, actually, he was the number one. I was hoping that year when he went up against the Undertaker,
I think
he was going to pass that torch.
I think Bray Wyatt should have turned John Cena heel. Because that was obvious. Think of how big that would have been. The
Randy Orton one made more sense than John Cena.
Alright. But anyway, getting onto this topic, the only reason why I don't want to see The Undertaker do it is because, number one, he obviously, from his most recent appearance in WWE, which was 25th anniversary, he looked like he was in pain. He did not look...
Well, that was 25th anniversary. Did you know how painful that whole entire episode was? The only highlight was...
I'm not talking about the episode. I'm talking about him as a physical person.
I understand that, but that whole entire episode was painful. I don't blame him for going out there with that pain in his face. The only good thing that was ever good about that thing was Stone Cold stunning somebody.
And X-Pac.
No.
He looked good. He
looked good, but he looked like he also needed not to be on screen at all. There's a lot of guys you don't bring back. I'm glad they didn't bring back Kevin Nash because of his legs.
Also because he couldn't fly. He said he would have problems flying.
Yeah.
Getting there in fast time.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have sent out the jet that they had, but that would be too expensive for them.
Where was it? Where is he? Where does he live? Why didn't he just drive? What the fuck?
He doesn't live anywhere near New York. And driving too when you have fucking bad knees.
Yeah. Take the tour bus. Rent a tour bus. He has money.
Dude, you really think he's going to rent a tour bus just to make a one-off appearance?
I mean, they did a one-off appearance on a lot of things. But anyways, besides the point,
I really just don't want to see him wrestle. Like, look, as much as I want to see, and this is totally off topic, but WrestleMania is coming to New York next year, and I'm going to it. Whether it kills me or bankrupts me, I'm going to it.
Wow.
I want to see...
Determination.
As much as I would love to see Undertaker there, it would put me at ease to not see an old man who's given so much to this wrestling business, who's put his time, effort, and literally his body on the line, to just let him go off into the sunset and retire.
No.
Just let him.
No.
Vince McMahon, don't have faith.
No. You're wrong. You're fucking wrong. You know why? Because we still have yet to have that Undertaker versus Sting match.
That's never happening.
It's never going to happen.
It's never going to seem like John Cena versus
Undertaker. They fucked it all up for us. Literally, I'm upset about that. Yeah. The one time they signed this man after fucking decades, and then some.
And you had him have only 3 matches.
Triple H.
The Big Show.
Fucking shit.
And the Big Show. And also the Big Show in a tag team match.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible. I wonder why I didn't watch Raw. This is why I don't watch wrestling, WWE especially.
I mean, he was kind of nice. At the end, he did something for a cancer
No, he
patient.
upsets me.
No, he did something for a cancer patient in the audience, which is kind of nice.
All right, I'll give him that.
That's kind of cute.
I'll give him that.
And the one thing he said he does like doing, and a lot of guys who joined WWE said the one thing they love about it is the charity work, which I can understand.
So the Susan G. Komen thing is a fraud.
Let's not start into that.
CM Punk debunked.
Well, let's not get into that. Anyway, I would love to see it, but at the same time, man, he's old. Let him.
Let John Cena retire the old fuck.
No, don't. I mean, okay, look. The only reason why I think that John Cena would pin him is because Undertaker's an old school wrestler. Old school wrestler. Let me finish.
Did you not see the gesture that he made to WrestleMania?
Let me finish my statement. Old school wrestlers like to go out on their backs. Old school wrestlers like to go out.
Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But this is The Undertaker. And the legacy you can have by being a part of the streak, I'm positive John Cena will be like, let me get pinned. I don't care. He doesn't care. John Cena doesn't want to wrestle. Adding on to this, John Cena, I'm adding stories in. And I'm not putting them in the graphic, because that takes time and effort, which I don't want to do. John Cena says he's okay not wrestling anymore.
Of course, he got Hollywood deals, what?
And especially when the Hollywood deals start telling him, hey, look, you're going to be too expensive if you keep doing this wrestling. You got to choose. You think he's going to choose wrestling?
Yeah.
I mean, he's really. I mean, look, it's in his thing. It's in his thing.
No.
It's in his thing. Hustle, loyalty, respect to W. That's his thing.
No, he would be a big hypocrite because he called out The Rock for it.
He's already on that thing with The Rock. He's already on it. He's already a part timer. But The Rock was not even a part timer. He was just gone.
He was just gone and then came back.
But I think they need to put him on more of a part-time schedule. Maybe just have him be a WrestleMania guy.
No, they need to have John Cena. Because again, a lot of people when they go into the wrestling business, they don't look for, okay, I want to be a professional wrestler. They look at it as, I want exposure so I can get somewhere in life.
No, that's 2 or 3.
Rock.
Yeah.
John Cena grew up wanting this, but now you can see where he's at. He's at Hollywood.
But he's also stated too, it's getting harder for him because he's said that his body's not the way it used to be. He's saying because this past year,
he not picked up Great Khali and the Big Show on 3 separate occasions, plus the Edge on Big Show's back,
and Braun Strowman,
and
the Big Show on a bi-monthly basis.
I said that. I did say that. And Mark Henry, you would be a lot better. You would be a lot better in life. Stop thinking you're Superman.
He is. He's Super Cena.
He's Super Burial Cena.
Now, on some weird news, which I never thought this was actually going to happen, kind of famous, Impact star, Alberto El Patron was spotted in Connecticut. At the WWE headquarters.
Oh, jeez. I'm getting sick and tired of WWE and El Patron or Dorito or whatever. I'm getting sick and tired of them. They need to stop. This shit needs to stop.
What, with them arguing?
Yes. Every time Del Rio comes back, it's a fucking waste of time, and then he goes to some random ass company to prove a point.
Also,
and Vince McMahon wants him back.
Here's the thing. Because people are making the argument that, he could be like Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Here's the difference. Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre got better looking and improved. He looks exactly the fucking same.
He probably improved with his moveset.
No, he didn't. He does the exact same moveset.
The armbar is so fucking boring. I'm advising you this much, El Patron or Del Rio or whatever. When you come back,
stop the armbar.
Change your fucking finisher.
You are not an MMA guy. You train MMA. You are president of an MMA company.
Change your fucking finisher.
But he's not doing that good either, apparently.
What?
Financially. His restaurant is closed because he had a restaurant at one point that closed.
Yeah,
within a year.
Yeah,
within a year
because of he was with Paige. And
that has nothing to do with it. Restaurant business is just hard to do.
No. This was around the time he was dating Paige and
married to Paige too. They were married. They were legally married. Yeah, they were married.
They were married. That's unbelievable. This guy's blinding me with his.
I know because the SF has none.
But
newsflash, we're doing this in a car, so
it's hilarious. But his moveset needs to change.
Yeah. Just try to do something
I
different.
think he wants us to move. I don't know yet. No, he did not want us to move. He just wants to put the garbage. Came to the car that we're so close. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, he needs to champ his moveset. He needs to get a little bulkier, too.
Yes.
Just do a couple more presses in the gym, man.
Do
something.
Do some high flying moves.
Do something different.
Something cool. Something that would.
Because you know you're not gonna get put anywhere big. Because the WWE already has enough superstars that they need to actually focus on.
His run when he came back.
The secondary run sucked.
It was terrible.
He got thrown this. I mean, the last match I think he had was to Kane on SmackDown, and that was at the start of the brand split. Which I think if he stayed, he probably would have had something. Probably would have.
Probably not. Probably not.
Probably would have thrown to a tag team. Which I like throwing together tag teams. That's always been a guilty pleasure of mine. But anyway, something else, Impact kind of related. Something, I dare say, wonderful.
Okay, let's see.
WWE this past week is filming Final Deletion. Their own version of it. At the Hardy compound.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack. I'm gonna.
But no, here's some good thing. The guy who helped produce it is now with the WWE too.
Jeremy Borash.
Yeah,
I fucking love that guy.
So
I really do.
Maybe, and also the only good things about this is that I hope WWE's doing, since Jeff Hardy is kind of a veteran there, considered now.
Okay.
My hope is because they kind of give veterans leniency on what they want to do.
Okay.
My hope is they're just like Here's, okay, I'm just going to throw out there. Here's $100,000, Jeff Hardy. That's probably not a lot.
Okay.
Here's $100,000. Here's some cameras. Here's Bray Wyatt. Here's 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks to film this shit. And we'll do all the editing things on top of it. You can sit in the editing room. Do what you want.
Yeah, you know,
that's my hope.
The problem with the WWE is they try to, and should be on one of those 10 things you forgot type of moments. They tried this before, and it failed miserably.
Well, with the Wyatts and...
Trying to keep up with the Hardys on Impact. Because they
with the Wyatts and the new
they had the whole...
With the Wyatt compound.
Yeah,
but that was kind of interesting.
No,
I like the...
It was...
I didn't like the where they did the match thing, but that was kind of stupid.
No, the concept was not bad.
The concept was not bad. The execution was stupid.
Yes.
Surrounding
cars was garbage.
I like the fact... I like the trucks. They were trucks.
Trucks, whatever.
I like the fact of what they were doing, manipulating with the New Day. I kind of was hoping that they would break up.
No.
I was just hoping that at least Xavier Woods left for a little while.
Why?
Because he was so terrified by Bray Wyatt, and he said it, that if you guys don't take this seriously enough, that the New Day shouldn't exist. It would have been cool if he went off on his own for like a month, not even, just trying to refine himself, and then go back with the New Day. Like, they never lost the tag titles, but that was always a thing. Like, maybe that could have been played in a storyline. But anyway...
It didn't make sense to break them up.
It didn't make sense. They need to break up.
No, they don't. They do not. They're making a lot of money.
They're making a lot of money, but I think it would be cool.
Cool for who? Their careers separately are garbage.
Kofi Kingston.
Kofi Kingston only survives
and Xavier Woods, I think, could excel.
No, he could not.
As a mid-card talent?
He would get lost in the shuffle and be drafted back to Impact, where he once was.
And still be lost in the shuffle.
No.
And underused.
No. TNA, they use their talents. They just...
Not
their storylines are garbage. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They need storytellers.
But my hope for this...
is that Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy come up with something 10 times better than what they did in Impact. Because
they have to.
The Impact one was so bad, but it was hilariously good.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's so bad, it's great.
Yes.
It's like those horrible movies everyone loves.
Yes.
It's like Adam Sandler movies.
The final deletion.
The ultimate deletion.
Oh, God, that was hilarious. I love the final deletion.
Tag Team Apocalypto.
Yes! Tag Team Apocalypto. Oh, my God! It was so good!
All right, my hope for this, because this is rumored to be shown at WrestleMania somehow.
Oh, I'm going to have cancer again.
I mean, it's the grandest stage of them all.
No, it's the grandest kill them all on stage that, once made their careers popular.
My whole thing is, how are they going to do this? Is it just people are going to have to watch a screen, I guess? I mean, it makes sense. Maybe they could show it on the next night on Raw. I mean, that'll get people to watch it.
I want to hope at least they put it in Fastlane.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not.
But I don't see
because Fastlane... Isn't Fastlane a SmackDown pay-per-view?
Yes,
and
it is,
Hardy
actually.
is
Yeah,
a
you're
Raw.
right. You're right.
My
No, isn't it Fastlane Raw thing?
no, Elimination Chamber was Raw.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
See, it's what happens when you don't watch the shit. Anyway, my hope
lost
for
on the
this is that yes, Jeff Hardy's coming back, and yes, he might become Brother Nero. My hope is he doesn't, and because WWE even stated this that they want Jeff Hardy to have another singles run.
No.
Maybe have a cameo as Brother Nero.
No.
All right.
No.
This is what I kind of want. Let me finish my statement.
Okay, go ahead.
Have him do the Brother Nero thing for a little bit. But you're going to need Bray Wyatt, not Bray Wyatt, Woken Matt Hardy, which I'm still trying to get used to saying that. It's
Broken. I'm just going to say broken. Fuck it. I don't care about WWE standards. Broken Matt Hardy.
It's so they can copyright it. Here's my hope for it. They now give Bray Wyatt something to do. Is at the end of all this, they do another one. Because Bray Wyatt is a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler.
He's a good promo guy, kind of.
He's getting punished for something that happened in his personal life.
What,
which
the
is
divorce
retarded. Yes, which is retarded. You don't ever punish a man for his personal life.
You're in a public company, bro.
I understand that,
you
but
gotta keep your
there's
mouth
just
shut.
certain things.
But it's not like he
punish a man
I don't
for.
think he really did anything.
He cheated on his wife.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
That's infidelity.
Yeah, that's fucked up. But it's not like he did anything. That's
bad. That's still bad.
Right.
It's just he's getting punished for it for no reason.
Still? That was a while ago.
Yeah, you see his storylines, the Finn Balor one didn't make any sense at all.
No, that's because he got sick. I'll defend him that. He got MRSA. And he was hospitalized. That's the same thing what happened with Roman Reigns,
yes,
too.
But that fucking storyline didn't make any sense.
It kind of did, and we would have finally got Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail in the form of what? I would have honestly.
Bray Wyatt in drag, which I would have paid for.
That was bad. What WWE should have done, and this should have been.
I'm mad that we didn't get Pumpkin Balor.
Pumpkin Balor, wow.
That's cool.
I want to, and I it's a little bit off track, but let me just say this. I had a storyline written up when Caitlyn was lost in the mid cards, and they had no idea what to do with her.
Sister Abigail?
Yes, what they.
You know how many people they said they should have made Sister Abigail? Paige,
but Paige
Ruby Riott.
No. Ruby Riott.
Sarah Logan for some reason.
No.
Because she's a Southern girl. I can see that.
Hell no.
She would kind of fit. You ever see what Sarah Logan looks like?
Yes.
Do you know who Sarah Logan is?
Yes, and hell no.
She's my wife.
Hell fucking no.
She's my wife.
The only person that would fit.
Sarah Logan.
The only person that would fit would be Caitlyn, solely because she was not getting pushed, and she was getting punished. That would have been great.
That would make sense.
That would have been great.
I mean, you could have also used it to kind of push an NXT talent too.
Not so much.
I mean, it could work.
I mean, NXT is its own thing. Like literally, it shouldn't even be incorporated with WWE at this point.
They're trying not to be, but sadly,
it's so sad. Ever so sad.
I mean, they're doing something.
They're doing better than WWE for sure.
Nah, actually, no.
The main roster. You seen the main roster lately?
You know NXT is losing a hemorrhage of money.
Yeah.
They're losing a lot of money. They had to release like 5 people.
Yeah, that's not personally their fault. It's Vince McMahon and his bad plannings.
No, that's more Triple H. McMahon has nothing to do with NXT. It's all Triple H.
So we're giving the grace of God to a man who can't manage money.
But it's not. NXT doesn't have that much money to begin with. WWE doesn't give him.
So that means it's all Vince McMahon's fault.
Kind of, in a way.
It's all
in a way. It kind of leads back to him. But anyway, with this whole situation with the final deletion, I think they're calling it that, or the ultimate deletion. One of the two. Ultimate deletion. Copyright shit. I kind of hope this spawns a Woken Bray Wyatt. It will give him a rejuvenation.
No. What they need to do...
It will turn him face, too.
What they need to do, at least get one of those stupid Bludgeon Brothers.
No.
Get fucking Eric Rowan.
No, not Eric Rowan.
Luke Harper.
Luke Harper's better.
Luke Harper, yes. Get Luke Harper and keep Eric Rowan as a face. Get Luke Harper.
Keep Luke Harper as a face. Make Bray Wyatt a face.
No,
I think he can
make
work.
them a heel.
Then make Eric Rowan the heel.
The broken Hardys versus...
This is something everybody wanted. They wanted them.
I wanted the Wyatt versus the brothers of Nero's and whatnot for a long time.
I mean, they can still do it with Sanity. I hope that they're still together, because it seems like they're kind of splitting those guys up.
Yeah. for some weird and odd reason.
I mean, bro. I mean, Killian Dane's doing pretty good.
Yeah, I guess.
For a big guy, dude, he can move. For a big guy, he can do some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I kind of just hope Bray Wyatt, something good of this comes out for Bray Wyatt. I kind of hope Matt Hardy puts him over.
Hopefully he gets a push.
It'd be a big thing if Matt Hardy puts him over in this.
No.
Or at least in the second one, if they do a second one.
No. Don't kill Matt Hardy.
If they do a series of these, do you want Bray to go over in one of them?
No.
At least in one.
No.
Why?
No. Why am I putting a guy over in my creation?
Because that's what.
I get it, it's a teamwork thing, but you gotta see it this way.
Or at least give him a good show. At least give him a good showing.
All right, but look at the tag team Apocalypto. It was a great showing, and the Hardys won. See? You see how it was? Let Bray Wyatt lose. Right, so I don't like the fact that the WWE buries Matt Hardy for no reason.
As long as Bray Wyatt, it's like, I don't know, they do something. Give him interesting promos. His promos are always interesting.
No.
They kind of babble.
As of late.
As of late, not really, because he's kind of been babbling. He's kind of like that crazy uncle everyone has that sits in the corner during Christmas.
Like, hey,
and you
nice
have to, and like your mom forcefully tells you to go talk to him.
No. You're just like, hey, it's nice to see you.
And then he starts talking, and he starts saying some racist stuff, and then you gotta get out of the room. And
I feel like that's your family.
Yeah, it's more of an Italian thing, more so than anything.
Don't try to drag us all in there. That's the only your category.
You keep dangerously close to saying you people.
No, I didn't say you people. I said your
You just said it!
Your family. Definitely your family.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, no, my family's a bunch of crazies. Love them. Hear this somehow. Anyway, kind of a final topic.
No! We didn't mention the Big Show.
Oh, yeah. Big Show's retiring.
No, he's not.
He's not?
No, he's not.
He's retiring from in-ring
competition. No, he's not.
How?
I saw a post that he posted on Twitter. This man looks slender as fuck.
Because he got it shaved.
No, this man is about to wreck some shit. This man is a man.
He will be put into the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Did you not see how he looks now?
Dude, I've seen it. He's looked like that for a year now.
No.
For a year.
No, he looks a lot. He looks. Oh, man. I wish I had his body. That's how bad that was. He looks in shape.
You wish you had anybody's body but your own.
I like my body. I'm comfortable in my body. Don't body shame me, you fucking slut. I like the fact that he went back to the gym and he posted on not
he's at his lightest he's ever been.
Huh?
He said he's at his lightest he's ever been.
Yeah, he said also on Twitter that he's not done yet. That is a big ass.
I mean, he could be mean. I mean, he's always said he wants to do more. But I think he means more like in the training aspect. Because he does say he wants to be a trainer for the WWE.
Yes, of course. But I feel like he is not done with wrecking shit in WWE. In that ring, especially.
I think he needs a proper retirement, in my opinion, especially for all the work he's done.
Mark Henry, too.
Mark Henry's fine. Mark Henry said he's fine with it. Because he's already retired. Mark Henry said he's fine going out the way he did. And from looks, because the only reason why people said Big Show's retired is because his contract lapsed. As an in-ring performer. His contract with the WWE as a performer is done. At least as far as I know.
Never know. Never say never.
Funnily enough, his wins, the amount of wins he has, 14-14. That's kind of funny.
Only you, the 14 kid with the 14 talk, would only mention that, right?
Yeah, anytime it's mentioned, bro, I gotta mention something. You guys always do. Why can't I start getting on it?
Strong.
Hey, look, as much as you make fun of it, it is catchy. You gotta give me credit on that. I created something. I created a brand. You got
help with creating something that got catchy.
And that's a brand.
There you go.
That's a brand.
There you go. But the Big Show is not done yet.
I think he needs one last big WrestleMania moment.
If it was
not a title. He doesn't need a title.
If it's not with Shaquille O'Neal, somebody of Shaquille O'Neal. Maybe even Big Cass. Give Big Cass. I mean,
they did a match at SummerSlam. Maybe, yeah. Put Big Cass over as a heel.
Not over. Just let him
beat the shit out of you for like a good 20 minutes. Then choke
No. You don't understand what I'm trying
to say.
Do
the John Cena thing.
No, not the 5 moves of death. Even though Roman Reigns only has 4.
Not the 5 moves of death. I'm talking about like sell for 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course,
sell for 20 minutes and then be
Barry,
like, Super Cena's.
And then Barry.
Career is gone.
Yeah, they're betting in the Barry, yeah.
Anyway, guys, with our last topic, Brock Lesnar versus Kane at a house show, 35 seconds.
It was a very bad show. Very bad show.
Time. Bad time.
I did not like the fact that, just like this podcast, it was 35 whole entire seconds. Oh my God. I'm messing with you.
All right. Actually, it's not. It's 34. It's 24 seconds.
Oh, we did seconds under Brock Lesnar. How do we feel?
How do we feel that we're a little bit better than him?
No, we're a little worse than him.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, no, we're still going.
No, we're better.
We're good. We're past him. All right, we're good. All right,
yeah, there we go.
Good. There we go. Now we're better. See them.
But yeah, the best way to piss off people.
The best way to piss off people who pay for a house show to see you.
Yes. The problem with the WWE, and you had mentioned it, that fucking their attendance for live and for the taping.
For tapings, house shows, because number one, their house shows, the way they don't really advertise house shows that well.
No, not at all.
I think I've only seen an advertised for a house show once during Raw once, and then once one popped up when they had one at MSG.
I think they lost all hope for live shows, to be honest with you.
I think, because I know at one point back in the day, at one point wrestling companies didn't even do live shows because they.
Oh my God! But the WWE heavily promoted it back in 2006.
I talk about way back in the day, like in the 90s.
Oh no!
Yeah, back then they stopped. Because
once you have a billboard, that's it. You literally anybody will watch it.
Now, they also, it could go into the thing of they're relying that thing. Oh, because Brock Lesnar's here, people are going to buy tickets. Yes, people did. But people kind of want to see Brock Lesnar for more than fucking 35 seconds. All 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And his entrances took longer. And him doing his little jumping thing. Like he's a fucking MMA guy. You don't want to be a fucking MMA guy? Alright. This is my fucking big problem with them. And I actually did a lot of research on Brock Lesnar, which I'm ashamed I took the time out of my life to do this. He did not want to go into WWE.
Of course.
Vince McMahon just saw him as a big athlete straight out of college after winning a wrestling tournament. Says, we want you. We will give you $250,000 a year to train. And they did. Go to OVW and train with Jim Cornette, John Cena, Roman Reigns, Batista. Yeah. Not Roman Reigns. Randy Orton. I don't know why I always confuse those names. Randy Orton, Batista, and Shelton Benjamin. He hated them. He hated being around people. He took his bone, went back upstate to wherever the fuck he lived in bumfuck nowhere.
West Bumblefuck nowhere.
West Bumblefuck. I fucking hate people. Trained in a barn. Went to WWE. Had a 2-year run, which is alright at best.
No. You didn't even mention the rare footage that he had with the WWF at the time.
What rare footage?
So.
For him actually being happy?
No. There was actually a rare footage of him versus Mr. Perfect. I did not know that in the WWF. That was a thing.
Oh, yeah, he was in the WWF. He did come back for a little while after that Royal Rumble appearance. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, he faced Mr. Perfect, and that was that. He seemed upset about it. And I'm not going to lie, he did botch. He did botch.
Mr. Perfect?
No.
Brock Lesnar?
Brock Lesnar botched a spot.
Of course he is. He's horrible.
He's a botch monkey.
He's a horrible fucking wrestler. He's not even a wrestler. Dude, I'm sorry. When you did mat wrestling, and again, I know decently about his mat wrestling history. He wasn't that great in that either. He just slammed people on the ground.
But he has to pick things up and put them down aggressively.
All right? He leaves WWE. He goes into football. Fails at that.
Oh, yeah,
he goes to Japan. Fails at that.
No, he did not fail. He stole the company's prestigious belt and held it for ransom.
Because you fail.
No, he didn't fail. They pushed him as a big, brocky dude. He liked the exposure. It's just he held the company up for ransom.
All right. Then you go into UFC, which I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole nother topic.
No,
his UFC career.
No, he didn't.
No, he went to UFC after that.
He got sick first, and then he went to UFC.
No, he got sick afterwards.
I thought he got sick before.
During his UFC career.
Oh, yeah,
at one point,
he did.
Because he won the belt like 3 separate times. I think at one point he had to vacate because he got sick. He had some type of kidney problem or something. I don't really remember.
He needs to stop drinking. That's what he needs to stop doing.
Yeah, that man drinks a lot. The most famous thing he ever did in UFC, which was actually fun. I remember this. I remember watching my brother. He says, I'm going to go home in my cabin up in the woods. It's not as it sounds how I'm announcing it. Drink my Coors Light. Funny thing was, UFC is sponsored by Bud Light at the time. So he fucked up and F my wife. He got so much in trouble for that. Because he just won the title, too. Dude, how do you fuck up that bad Man, and then he comes back to WWE. He's like, oh, I did this. I want more money. I'm a big guy, and I'm Vince McMahon's wet dream.
Credibility.
I'm Vince McMahon's wet dream. You're gonna give me more money, or I'm just not gonna do anything, or I'll just beat the shit out of you. Which I'm pretty sure that's how one of the conversations went. I'm positive he threatened somebody's life. Think about it. He's like, I think the second highest paid person.
They need to bring back his wife. His wife.
Sable, yeah.
Made more money than him.
I think, yeah. I mean, wrestling wise,
don't bring her back for wrestling. Just make her a manager.
Make her a manager.
Make her a manager. Like, that would be awesome.
Make her do something.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be kind of cool.
Brock Lesnar
they need more managers
in WWE. Redundant. I hate him. I solely don't watch wrestling because of some of the new stuff that is on.
I cannot wait.
I
cannot wait. And this was actually something that was a question I heard on another podcast. Do you think if Brock Lesnar never came back to WWE after his first run, you think anybody would really remember him or care about him? You really think his first run...
people would remember him.
But you really think he'd be
I don't think they would
big
care.
thing?
No, I don't think they would care too much.
No. I mean, granted, I give him credit. He had a good match with Eddie Guerrero.
I can't say that.
He had a good match with Eddie Guerrero. That was really it, in my opinion.
I can't say that. I cannot say that they would not care to have him back. Because, again, he went to UFC and everybody...
No, but like if he never came back.
Right, no, but I'm saying...
Like would people care about like what he did in WWE?
At the time, though, everybody was like, yo, he cannot do it because he's a WWE guy and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
When he actually won the titles, they were like, yo, he should go back to WWE.
Which there are... No. This is another thing. Heavily rumored that Dana White just threw them on him. That this was actually more planned out like a WWE thing than it was UFC. That they just had... Because think about it. He only fought 2 matches... And then he got a title match. In UFC, that's kind of unheard of. Which I get it, he's a bigger dude.
Yeah.
I get it. But boy, in UFC, if you don't put in the work, I don't respect you. I'm sorry, I just don't. Are they doing that with CM Punk? He's having a second fight. You think they're really going to throw him in a title match?
They actually...
There's a rumor that they might.
The funniest thing is, right... Dana White has no faith in CM Punk. So what's the whole entire faith of Brock Lesnar that he had in him? Because
Brock Lesnar is a big dude and they're butt buddies. Dana White and him are butt buddies. They go hunting together. They jerk off each other in the woods. They're big asshole men. And I honestly will say this with the full courage as a man. If I ever see Brock Lesnar, I will personally look him in the face and tell him you're a horrible fucking piece of shit of a human being. Which I'll never have to do because he's a fucking antisocial fuck.
Yeah, he doesn't like anybody.
He doesn't like people. Good. Because I don't like you. And people don't like you either.
Why do you don't like Brock Lesnar?
He's a bro. I can't believe I just said bro. I'm turning to Vince Russo. Jesus Christ. Everything on a pole.
Everything on a pole.
Everything on a pole. Chicken on a pole match.
Damn.
I wasn't meant as a racist thing. I just like chicken.
So why do you have... Well, what's your beef with Brock Lesnar?
Because he doesn't like... He's not a wrestler. He's just a big muscle.
So is John Cena.
John Cena at least wanted to be in wrestling. Brock Lesnar had no one to be in professional wrestling.
No,
Vince McMahon just paid him enough.
John Cena did not want to be a wrestler whatsoever.
He did.
No, he failed as a powerlifter.
He failed as a powerlifter, then went to another company before he went to OVW that had Samoa Joe in it. He wrestled there. He did whatever he had to do there.
And
they suggested him to OVW.
And he was still trash.
But he got better.
He's not better. What's he better at? Doing the 5 moves of death?
You ever seen that match he did with JBL?
What match with JBL?
The very bloody one.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
It was good.
That was very good.
It was good enough.
The matches he did with Eddie Guerrero were good.
No. John Bradshaw Layfield and Eddie Guerrero can carry a person who cannot wrestle.
He can...
John Cena cannot wrestle. Don't defend the man. He cannot wrestle. He does not have any wrestling credibility. And the man failed as a powerlifter and wanted to go to the WWE.
But he's very well respected in wrestling.
Because he paid his dues.
And a lot of people want to wrestle him. Still, even on the Instagram, a lot of people are like, oh, my dream is to go to WWE and at least have a match with John Cena. There's some guys, on top of wanting to go to WrestleMania, people will say, hey, I want to wrestle this guy. I want to wrestle that guy.
When I grew up, I never looked at John Cena and be like, I want to wrestle John Cena.
I
looked at Kurt Angle and be like, yo, I want to wrestle Kurt.
I would be terrified to wrestle Kurt Angle.
I wanted to wrestle Chris Benoit.
You will get a concussion.
I wanted to wrestle him with him because he's a technical sound wrestler.
Me was always like the lighter weight guys.
I liked him.
And The Undertaker. Because I don't know why. I always thought it'd be fun to get chokeslammed.
Undertaker scared the fuck out of me. When he was
I always thought it'd be fun to get chokeslammed.
In his younger years, when he was throwing them strikes, them strikes actually scared the fuck out of me. I'm not even going to shit you. Yeah. I'm not even going to hold you. That shit was scary. The way he was striking, I was like, yo, he's really fucking somebody up. Yeah.
Anyway, getting back on this whole thing with Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar.
The way it seemed like they're playing this as is that they're playing it as to make Brock Lesnar showing off, like, well, blending, kayfabe and reality together. To actually telling a real story that Brock Lesnar really doesn't do shit with the WWE. He shows up when he wants to. It's not when the WWE tells him. It's when he tells them. And they're playing on that.
I mean,
they're trying to get Roman Reigns over.
But that's their fuck up. Yeah. They should never made him sign a contract. They should never signed off on a contract.
They should have never fucking rehired him.
No, I mean, rehire him.
Yeah, but you think he was going to take anything less than what he demanded? You really think so? You don't think he was going to just take his ball and go back to UFC?
I mean, I don't know why they took him out of fish out of water in the first place, but, if that's what they wanted, they should have done a full-time contract.
Right. And also pointing this out now, Brock Lesnar is in his 40s. How much longer do you think that man's going to have in a UFC career?
I thought he was like 46.
He's 40. Yeah, I thought he was older too. He's 40. He's got to have another 2 years at best. And I know there are guys in their 50s and 60s who are in Bellator and other smaller UFC shits, but those guys are fucking drug addicts. They're on heavy amounts of medication.
You know what I want to see before Brock Lesnar do leave? Bobby Lashley versus
a lot of people want that. And honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Maybe passing the torch kind of a way.
Not passing the torch. Bobby Lashley established himself.
It's not by taking out Brock Lesnar. By him pinning Brock Lesnar, just have himself as the new big force in WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can have him versus Braun Strowman, which would be interesting.
That would be interesting as fuck.
Because they're trying to build up Braun Strowman like a Brock Lesnar type guy. Kind of.
Yeah, I can see that. It's not working. It's not working. I'm not liking it.
But also, yeah, because they're trying to build up Roman Reigns to be a babyface, and he actually is getting cheered, kind of. He has his fans. Roman Reigns does have his fans. Give him credit. There are boos, but there are still some cheers.
Kids are cheering.
Because it's a kids thing now, man. You gotta
TV-14 is a thing.
Even if it comes back, it's still gonna be kids that love it. Dude, they have a wrestler that's main gimmick is hugging. Which for some reason she's not doing anymore, which I don't know why.
They're turning her heel.
Don't turn her heel. Turn Sasha heel. Don't turn Bayley heel. Bayley needs to still hug. I want a hug from Bayley. She seems so nice.
No, turn Bayley heel.
But she seems like a nice person.
She is a nice person, but turn her heel.
Anyway, they seem like they're going to get Roman Reigns over. I feel like this ain't going to work. I feel like, yes, it's a good thing. It's going to work. It's going to work.
Brock Lesnar's exiting.
And it gives the title back on a daily basis. This is what it's a good thing. It brings the title back on the TV more, where it's supposed to be.
I forgot how that fucking belt looks like, to be honest with you. I don't even watch
I actually like it now. I think it grew on me. I think they dulled down the red. Because I think the red leather was too bright in the beginning.
No, it's just everybody hated it. Everybody fucking hated it. It was like, take the WWE Championship that they have and just spray paint everything red about it. That's what they did.
And they also, I think they changed like the underwording to Universal too. I think. I'm not even sure.
That's it. That's what they did. Literally, that's all they did.
But again,
they need to bring back the era where spinner belts were a thing.
Never again.
That was awesome. I don't know why people shit on the spinner belt.
I mean, it was kind of cool. I had the toy version of it.
The U.S. belt was a lot better than the WWE one.
The U.S. spinner belt?
Yes.
Well, that was kind of more aimed to John Cena.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? They haven't updated the U.S. title. Since... Really, not really.
Nope. Not at all.
They got to update
the only change, They
got to update that.
The only thing they changed was the sign on it. The Intercontinentals at least changed. They need to change it back from what it was to what it is, what it was back then to now.
Yeah.
Like, I hate looking at that.
My whole thing, I mean, they could have saved themselves from this whole Universal title thing if they just would have not given it to Goldberg.
Goldberg was fine with the belt.
No. You know why I'm not fine with that? Because they could have done an amazing thing with a legend and an up-and-coming star. They had a storyline with the belt. Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho. You didn't have to drop the U.S. title to Chris Jericho. This could have been a main event at WrestleMania. Have Kevin Owens.
It was a not a main event. It was
it was a match, but for the U.S. title. But it was bad.
Yeah.
They could have had a main event, in my opinion. A main event And I know it's burying a young star, but have Chris Jericho go over and win the title. Leaving WrestleMania as you break the walls down with the Universal title in the hands of Chris Jericho, how awesome would that have been?
Yeah.
How awesome would that have been of him coming out the next night with the title in hand, with new side plates, him all happy face, Chris Jericho. You know what happens when Chris Jericho wins the Universal title at WrestleMania? You know what happens? Everybody's off the list.
That would have been hilarious.
And then Kevin Owens comes out, beats the shit out of him. He goes off kayfabe injury. The title's in vacancy. Something like that. That would have been interesting.
See, my whole thing is...
They fucked up because, Brock Lesnar's an asshole.
No, it's just more of the fact that the WWE, they're not good with storytelling. And you could tell that their storytelling is all over the place.
Yeah, it's very all over the place.
It's worse than Impact. Impact at least has
They have some storylines that are good. Every once in a blue moon, there's a storyline that's good.
There's a storyline that's good, and then they have like a whole shit show. Impact, at least they're structured. Yes, it's not the greatest
good structuring.
They have good structure.
Their structure's on a house of popsicle sticks.
Yes, but it's structured. At least you know where the foundation lies and how to build. WWE, they got one popsicle over here, you got a brick over here. What the fuck are you going to do with those two?
And then they see the brick, and they're like, we want the brick because it's big and it looks nice.
Yeah, but not
it's kind of old, and it kind of doesn't want to be here, but, we're going to give it the most of money ever. Well, what's that?
You have legitimate beef with Brock.
What's that? Wait, what's that? We can't give any more money to NXT? The actual future of wrestling that actually want to do this shit for a living? Oh, just release like 5 people that we spend all this money on. It's alright. We got Brock Lesnar. We're safe.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this now. I can't wait till Vince McMahon does. I think the rest of the world...
That's pretty fucked up.
The rest of the world is praying for it.
I'm waiting for Kenny Omega to hit the WWE.
Eventually that's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Kenny Omega versus John Cena.
No. Hell no. Hell
Then who do you want to see him? WWE guy only. You got not guys like AJ Styles, shit like that. Pick a WWE guy.
I mean, technically they are WWE guys.
No, but pure WWE guys.
Pure WWE guys.
Yeah. Randy Orton?
No. That would be a bad match.
No, Randy Orton's been proving that he can do good matches.
He could do good matches, but that would be a bad match.
For Jericho?
No.
But that already happened.
That already happened, dude. So that'll be redundant.
Who's the guy?
Who do we got now, right now? Because I don't watch WWE
Kevin Owens.
Because I'm upset.
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn would put on a good match for them.
No.
Who else? Baron Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Finn Balor.
Dolph Ziggler would have been nice. It would have been a nice
Finn
show.
Balor. I think Dolph Ziggler.
Finn Balor.
Hello,
he was from New Japan.
I think if Kenny Omega comes in, because it seems like that's like a new thing they're doing with Dolph Ziggler. He's kind of like the trial guy for all the newer guys.
I hate that they're making him like that. Like he's
getting paid really well now. Apparently,
he's well undeserved.
Well, he's had his moments. He has moments at some point. Man,
Shelton Benjamin would be nice versus Kenny Omega. That would be a nice showing.
Well, I mean, he's kind of old. I don't really like the fact that he's wrestling still. But
Ooh.
Kurt Angle. My own fear is he might get hurt.
Nah, not Kurt Angle. No.
Who are guys in NXT? I mean, Eric Young. That'd be cool. I mean, it
would be interesting, but it wouldn't be.
It'd be interesting.
It would be an interesting match.
It's an interesting concept, throwing names together, see what sticks.
It's like throwing shit to the wall.
Yeah,
hoping one
that's what WWE's been doing.
Yeah, with their storyline.
Why not? And fucking bringing back Brock Lesnar and giving him the fucking Universal title.
Jeez, you really have a vendetta against this guy.
I fucking can't stand that man. I really don't like. The second he's gone, I cannot. That's the only reason why I stick up for Roman Reigns. Because hey, he may not do that much. But guess what? He's there. He does things. He's willingly happy. He's happy to be there.
You're eating into so much of this kayfabe.
He's happy to be there. He really has no problems with it. I mean, also because his family has such a legacy with them, I guess he kind of has to be happy.
Oh my God! See, that's why I don't want to get behind anybody that's Samoan. Samoa Joe is the only guy.
Nah, that we know of. Because even Roman Reigns has said in interviews that he has to look up some family history. He could possibly somehow be related to him.
No, hell no.
Samoa, realistically, The Rock and Roman Reigns aren't really related.
Of course.
because the only reason why they're related is because their parents, great-grandparents back in the day, their chiefs of their tribes kind of united. That's the only reason why they're technically related.
Well, they're technically related also because of the bloodline as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want to get technical, yeah.
The bloodline has been removed.
Technically, if you really want to get technical, we're all related because bloodlines back to, all life technically started in Africa, you know what I mean?
Evolution was a thing.
Yeah, evolution was a thing. Evolution is also a thing, Yep. And WWE.
Just hopefully they never put. I'm hoping when they bring back Batista, he don't do any of the crap that he did before.
The only thing he wants to do is stuff with Triple H, and I don't like that. I want him to wrestle newer guys a little bit, just 1 or 2 matches with somebody new.
No, I'm afraid that when he does the Batista bomb,
he's gonna kill somebody.
He's gonna break somebody's C4.
Because he hasn't fucking done it. I mean, granted, the only thing he's been doing recently, and it's kind of off topic, because he's been doing the Marvel movies, he's actually been showing a lot of those guys some of the wrestling moves he used to do, because there's videos online of him doing it. Because a lot of them were fans when they were kids, which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute because I saw a video online of him and the guy who plays Spider-Man. He's like, I remember you as a little kid. He's like doing like the moves and like showing him. And he's just laughing. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of adorable. That's just cute. He's a little kid. Because he's like 16. That's insane. Anyway, getting off topic. I don't like Brock Lesnar. He's on Brock Lesnar. Man, just go back to UFC and just get the shit kicked out of you, please.
Wow.
Make me happy.
You really don't like this guy.
The only good thing that this guy's
I haven't mentioned this a lot, but you really don't like him. You hate him.
The only good thing that this guy's going to do is line my pockets if he goes back to UFC, because you know for a fact he's going to lose. Because he's going to also, he's going to do steroids.
Oh, boy.
And he's going to do enhancements because he can't fucking get big without them.
Oh, man. So you're reaching.
I'm not reaching. It's been proven.
Oh, jeez.
That one against Mark Hunt, and it's not a curse word, it's Hunt, was fucking because he did drugs. He fucking did performance enhancers. He's a little bitch. Screw you, Brock Lesnar. And I don't like cursing on this thing. I really don't like cursing.
You're gonna have to do bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh my god, I'm just,
everywhere.
Just he's everywhere. A bam and a bam.
You should have like one of those buttons on.
Yeah. Beep, and you're just like, beep, beep, and you're just gonna be like, Brandon, I think I need to go to church now.
And I'm an atheist, so if that says a lot, that says a lot.
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this first ever episode of 14 Talk Ringside. This is basically an experiment. Please tell me what you guys think. If you enjoyed this, if you would like to see more of it, if you would like to see less of it, if you guys
And make sure this man does not go on a whole tingency of Kenny Omega, because he hates Kenny Omega.
I will get into that.
He hates good wrestling.
All right.
Just keep that in mind.
Also, tell me if you like Franklin as my co-host. Tell me if you don't like him. Tell me if you want to see rotating hosts, because that's actually a thing I want to experiment with. Just tell me all down in the comment section below. Guys, I'm Brandon Simeone. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter. Links will be in the description. Franklin, where can they find you on this?
So you're going to find me on this lovely, lovely podcast on my Facebook. I have not officially put out anything yet, solely because I've been working with him on his project. I am pretty soon going to be starting to post out some stuff for YouTube. So within the weeks coming, I'm going to find new topics and I'm going to talk about it. I also do music. I talk about music as well. So we could also talk about music.
Yeah, that's also something I'm going to experiment with too.
Yes.
But like I said, like he said, he does his own podcasting, which I'm also his co-host on, and vice versa. So we're kind of going to jump back and forth. Again, like I said before, tell me what you guys think about this. Negative, positive. I'd love to hear what you guys think of this. Something different I wanted to try out. And, hopefully this works. If it doesn't, there's always other ideas I have up here that I can try.
In his noggin.
In my noggin. Up here in the brains. So, like he said, you can find him on Facebook. I'll also link to his YouTube channel down below. And, let me put up, do you have an Instagram that you use?
You can just put my Instagram up.
And his Instagram will also be down below.
Yeah, don't put my YouTube yet, because there's also
All right. So I'll put down his Instagram down below where you can find him on there. And you can keep up to date with all the stuff Franklin is doing. Because he does some interesting stuff.
I made an interesting t-shirt. And I
he made an interesting t-shirt. That is actually very interesting. Anyway, guys, I'm Brandon Simeone. This has been 14 Talk Ringside. And I'll see you guys later.